Okay, despite it being a dull, drizzly day, I'm going to start installing the new turbo. Because, like I said, that whole set is unfortunately shit the bed. So, yeah. I mean, it needed doing. As you can see, I've always had a leak here because the V-band outlet on the whole set never actually quite lined up properly. So I've always had a bit of an exhaust leak up right now. That's why there's all this black shit all over that valve cover. So that'll be another advantage to changing the turbo. But yeah, mainly it's because that whole set is died. So yeah, I'll make a start on that. The joys of not having a workshop. So obviously the first thing I'm going to do is take the downpipe off. Obviously take all the heat shielding off. Leave the feed and the return off, and then we'll whip it off. This is why I'm replacing it. As you can see, I've got a ton of play in every direction. So much play that it's smashed all the compressor wheel blades. Still turns smoothly though, weirdly. But yeah. Right, so that's the whole set removed. I'll go and get the GT45 now and see what the fit's like. So it sits in physically in place pretty well. Obviously I've got a clock out, I've got to turn a cartridge around on that, but it sits in place pretty well, especially the exhaust housing. Probably got the same amount of clearance as I had on the whole set, in all fairness. I thought the exhaust housing of this was probably a little bit smaller than the whole set, but it's very similar, a tiny bit smaller maybe. The compressor is slightly larger. It does just about fit. But with the whole set, I clocked the outlet so it's down here, and I had a U going up to it. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do that with this because it's a 3¼ inch outlet on the GT45. So this might be a bit difficult because, as you can see, I've got to go from there down. Oh shit! Down to there. Yeah, we'll have a bit of a fiddle and see what I come up with. Okay, so I've moved this wiring loom back. I can still go back a bit more, but I think if I give this area here a bit of a persuasion with a hammer, I can bang it down out of the way, and that should give me a bit more room to loop down round into the intercooler. Yeah, so I'll have a go at that. Okay, so much persuasion with the hammer later, I've dented this whole area right in back, and I think that's going to do it. So I've just got to come really close to the wastegate pipe, but I can put a bit of heat shield in there. So I've just got to loop it down around and in there now. So what I'll do now, I'll remove the compressor. I'll just make it easier to bolt the turbine up, and I'll get all the oil lines fitted, and then we'll take it from there. Right, so that's the hot side all mounted up. Obviously it's a lot better with a proper V-band, that should seal a lot better. Yeah, so that's there now. So I'll go on installing the cold side now. I think I've knocked enough of that down now, you can see where I've dented it all. So we'll put the cartridge in and put the oil lines on, and then put the cold side on. It's coming to Merlin Motorsports. Castle Cool again. Something going on today. So we've got a track day happening today. Yeah, so I was just picking up this 180 degree elbow. I really need it a little bit tighter, but I don't know, I might do it. We'll see what we can do with this. So skipping forward a bit here. It's all installed and done. I've just taken it for a bit of a run, and yeah, it's performing really nicely. It's making boost a good 1000 RPM earlier. I'm seeing a lot more boost in the mid-range. Yeah, so yeah, I'm really impressed with it. Sounds superb too. I'll get some videos of it. Because the compressor is slightly bigger, I am actually it's rubbing on the bonnet ever so slightly, so I'm going to have to persuade that with a hammer just to make a bit of extra clearance. I've got to get a new turbo guard, but yeah, really impressed with it.